Obviously, as you can hear, I'm a bit ill at the minute. The old cold has got me. It's damaged me. Um, yeah, not as damaging as Manchester United's defence, though. Christ, a Manchester derby that sees Man City not really make it a derby. It was kind of a walkover for them. What do you think, Adam?
It was weird because it was 3-0, but you wouldn't look at 3-0 and go, oh, it was a battering. It was. I almost think as soon as they got their goal, which don't I think it was a soft penalty. I think that happens in most games, but it's not given. But they just settled. I think they got the first goal, and it was. I've never seen a team more comfortable at 1-0. There was not a part of me that thought, United could get something as soon as that goal went in. I just thought it was, and as soon as they got the second one, early second half, I think it was game over at 2-0. Germany was game over, so comfortable, and it just shows the difference in quality between the two sides.
Yeah, no, Man City were very triumphant. Erling Haaland again proving his worth and his worth for my fantasy team. Go on, another good week for me. Sorry, I'm actually
Nice.
dying right now. I'm genuinely dying. Sorry. No, yeah, no. I think, I mean, Man City are going to win the league, aren't they? As much as Spurs and Arsenal are staying unbeaten at the minute, it is going to be Man City that will end up winning it. Performances like that against teams like Manchester United, where don't get me wrong, Man United were god awful. Like something is seriously going wrong there, but Man City are just a class above. Um, and as soon as they step on the gas and go, that 20 game winning run that they always go on in the season, that will in end put them on top of the table because I can't see Arsenal or Spurs keep up the form that they're on at the minute.
You're writing off Liverpool, but I do think City will win it. I think
Writing
I've said
off
it from the
Liverpool,
beginning.
writing off Liverpool. Shut up, mate.
You're right.
You're not on. You're not unbeaten this season.
We're not unbeaten, but we're like 3 points behind or something. So we're not out of it, but we're getting
You will
sidetracked. It's
be.
Man City.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
it.
Man
You get in
City.
there, make it all about you.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, like with Man City, as I've said, I think from the beginning we've said that they're capable of just winning like 15, 20 games in a row. Like they've not even necessarily started like at their best at all. I don't think this season they've not looked anywhere near how good they can be. But I think they often do that. As we've always said, they kick on come Christmas onwards, and I think it was comfortable for them. I don't think they really had to get out of sort of second gear, to be honest, against Man United. Um, the players just showed the difference. I think the system just beat it. I think Ten Hag got it wrong. Supposedly he didn't pick Varane over. He picked Johnny Evans over Varane, sorry, on a tactical decision, not because of an injury. So some very questionable tactical substitutions as
I
well. He
mean,
took a camera
how
about
Johnny
half
Evans is
time.
getting picked over Rafael Varane over on a tactical decision is quite baffling.
Exactly.
It's quite. I think he's lost the
Yeah.
plot. There's no
I
real
I have
sort
no
of
idea what
system,
he's
is there?
going through.
There's no real
Yeah.
philosophy behind and style of play behind Ten Hag. And
No.
don't get me wrong, last season they did go on good spells. They finished in Champions League places, and it looked promising
Carabao
for Ten
Cup.
Hag to and won the Carabao Cup. Looked promising for Ten Hag
Yeah.
to then build on for the following season. But
I think it's
the
it's
victim
as you
but
said. There's no set system. Yes, they had arguably their whole first choice back line and like central defensive midfielder out. I'm not denying that, but the fact you're not even seeing like this is how they play. This is what they try and do. You're not seeing anything like it. Doesn't look. It's a mess. I think at times, and I was watching the post commentary or them talking in the studio with Gary Neville, etc. And Gary Neville felt the need to bring in the owners, which I think is unnecessary. Don't get me wrong, I think the owners aren't doing great, but to blame or to somehow tie it to the owners and saying, oh, it's like not comfortable around the club, which is why they're not playing well, I think it's just such a cop out of
but
an
it has been
excuse.
for years, to be fair. It has been for years, and the owners is the big issue at Man
Yeah,
United. But when you
I
bring in a
agree.
manager like Ten Hag, who has got a very, very good record, he's got he's a very good name to have
Yeah,
prior to his time at Manchester United. A lot of clubs
yeah.
would have liked an Eric Ten
He's
Hag.
one of the best available at the time for sure.
Um, but he's gone there, and if anything, like the Man City chant that's gone viral today, he is a clown.
Mm. No, I think he's getting found out with some of his tactical decisions. I think he's a good manager. I'm not denying that, but I don't think the United play. I'd be still worried about the attitude, and I've said it from the beginning of the season. Bruno Fernandes is not a captain. Yes, he's their best football player. I'm not denying that. Unbelievable player, I think, but his attitude is horrendous. Like it's awful. Anthony off the bench, attitude horrendous. Rashford head and hands, attitude horrendous again. And these are players that are meant to be like the big players that score the
Key
goals,
players,
win the
yeah.
games, and they're not doing it at all. Like it's just not working. Like
There's no
the
real
biggest leader in
leaders,
the
is
team
there?
is you look at some Maguire is probably their biggest leader, and that's saying something because he shouldn't even be playing. Yes, he's had a couple of decent games, fair play to him. But if everyone was fit, he'd be what third, fourth choice, I
Mm.
believe, behind Lindelof as well. So the fact he's your leader and he's that far down the pecking order shows what mess like there is within the actual players as well, and not just as I said, the owners is a massive issue, and I completely agree with what everyone says about the owners. But to blame something like that for like you can't every time they lose, you can't just go, oh, it's the owners because it's badly run. So what when you win? Is it because it's badly run as well? Then it goes both ways, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, fully agree. Fully agree. Yeah, no, Man City on the up, Man United definitely on the down. Where do you see them finishing this season if they carry on as they are?
Honestly, I think
I think mid-table.
seventh,
I genuinely
sixth
think
or seventh. I
mid-table.
think.
I can't.
I
They're
think
not. They're not
uh,
winning games that they should be winning. And if
my
they
worry.
are,
It's
it's
not even
very
this.
marginal.
Yeah, it's not even them. I worry. It's or not worry because I couldn't care less what they do. But it's teams like Chelsea that are on the up or could be on the up, and those sort of teams that
Chelsea on the
have
up. We'll get to that
us.
later, won't we?
You know, yeah, like these teams have another gear to get to. Whereas I don't see that with United. I don't see them unless they buy specific players, then they can get up. But
But they've tried that.
teams
They've
like
tried
Villa
buying
look at
specific players. You know, Amrabat,
exactly.
Anthony last
But
season,
yeah, like you're crossing off the top four, arguably with the teams that's already there. Then you're adding teams like Villa, Brighton, Chelsea into the mix as well,
Newcastle. Yeah,
and Newcastle, of course, yeah, as well. Then you're looking what? Then they're ninth. Then if you're basing that off current, which is ridiculous. Like
yeah.
I top mid between mid table and sixth, I think will be anywhere to put them basing off because it wouldn't shock me if they went out and spent stupid money in January and they somehow get
Panic
it over the
buys sort of
line.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, a short term
definitely.
fix.